What it is, what it do, cyber world. It is your girl, the one, the only, Ash said it. AshSaidIt.com, AshSaidIt.com. Welcome to the Ash Said It Daily Podcast Show. I appreciate you guys for all of your love and support. Over 1,600 episodes and 500,000 streams worldwide. None of this would be possible without you guys, so I thank you so very, very much. And yes, we are well into spring and summer is just around the corner, but I know that a lot of you guys are still at home, you're still kind of making some stuff, and maybe yourself or maybe one of your loved ones is dealing with some food intolerance issues. So today we have with us the wonderful Lorraine of Lorraine's Gluten-free. Hey, Lorraine.
Hello, Ashley. How are ya?
I am great. How are you doing today?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you. I'm so excited. So excited to be on your show.
Thank you. So, yeah. Lorraine, what part of the country are you at today?
I'm actually in Maine. We have really nice spring coming in. You know, we had really good winter weather this season.
Yeah.
It's one of those where it was so different this season. We're not complaining. We're thankful we didn't get buried with 3 to 10 feet of snow.
Oh my goodness!
So it was quite nice. We're looking forward to the lobster season and get the tourism up and running again. So excited for the summer.
Definitely. Okay. So Lorraine, what is the origin story of Lorraine's Gluten-free?
Yeah, so Lorraine's gluten-free, oh my goodness. So I am Filipino, and but I grew up in Atlanta, Georgia, so I'm Southerner at heart. And then I am a Southerner, so I love to eat, right, because that's kind of like our way of being together, showing love and being loved. And then so when our family moved to Singapore, we lived there about 8 years ago for about a couple of years, I started having some medical issues, and so they found out that I had gluten intolerance. And so I had to, you're in the middle of Singapore, which is kind of like the melting pot of Asia, like all the food, different stuff. And we love to eat. I mean, I know I said I love to eat. So, but we love to eat. I mean, if you've ever been around, like big family, big community, like especially ours, we're always surrounded with food, always surrounded with love, around food. And then so I had to think for a minute, like, what am I going to do? I'm in this country where we eat like 3 or 4 times a day, and there's tons of pastries. And then so I had to really look into what I can do to make my diet work for me. And then so I started dabbling and kind of like playing around with different flour. In Asian countries, we use a lot of rice flour and tapioca starch and, sweet rice, that kind of thing. And then so I started studying those more and learning more about them. And then so when I came back to U.S. and we ended up here in Maine, that's when I learned a lot more people are having that disease, not just the intolerances, but the disease where they can't be around wheat products. And then so it just broke my heart because that's connection. Food is connection for me. And then so I made it a mission to I'm just going to keep baking, keep making wonderful things. And it just brings me joy when I see people. I bring them something that they've never had before, gluten-free. And then they're like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I haven't had this in forever. And that's what kept me going.
Gotcha.
Like, keep on developing. Yeah, having that passion of seeing people, to see them have that joy of like, wow, I haven't had cinnamon rolls, I don't know if you're familiar. Yeah, are you familiar with gluten-free at all?
I definitely am. Yeah, because usually I'm actually in Atlanta, Georgia. And so that's funny that you say that you So that's so funny that you would say that, but no, we have. There's all kinds of. Usually, prior to COVID, obviously, there were a lot of like gluten-free festivals that I would get invited to as media, and so I would go. And even though I don't have an intolerance, the food is still amazing. Like, it really surprised me how much of gluten-free food is actually really good. it's healthier and it actually tastes good. Yeah.
It has evolved so much. It has evolved so much. It used to be before where people, when you tell them gluten-free, they're like, okay, that's cardboard, that's dry, that's brittle, And then so that was my challenge. And then so I needed to create something that would work for a lot of people, that if they don't know how to bake, they can use my flour, and then they're able to make the stuff that their grandmother used to make for them, and without compromising taste and texture. And then so that kind of excites me a lot too, just knowing that, they can use my flour now. And the feedback that we get, that's amazing too.
Yes. Now, what are some of the items that people can actually get from your website?
The items we have the all-purpose gluten-free flour. It's kind of like 1-to-1. It works like a wheat product. And then so if you have, let's say, your favorite grandmother's chocolate mix, or pecan German chocolate or whatever, you can make that with my flour without any substitution. We also have what we call kind of like a market, huge thing in the gluten-free market is the sweet dough mix. It's you can make cinnamon buns with it, like Cinnabons. You can make donuts with it, like Krispy Kreme. And I say that because it's true. People haven't found the kind of product in the market before. So with our product, we are changing the market, and I'm just so excited that a lot of people are discovering us and trying out our stuff, and they're loving it. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And you guys have a lot of things on the pipeline. There's a lot of stuff coming up, Lorraine. So tell us a little bit about what's next for you guys.
Oh, my goodness. Yes. There's a lot coming up. We have a bread mix that's coming up that people can make, seeded bread or regular honey white bread or Hawaiian rolls. They can also make like just pineapple rolls, whatever it is that they want to make with it. We have a pizza mix that's coming up that people can use it to make, obviously their pizzas and focaccia and flatbread and also pretzels. And then we're going to introduce our chocolate cake mix, which is going to be another game changer because it is decadent, it is moist, and people have said, and this is our tagline, it's like you won't believe that it's gluten free. It's because that's just basically how it is. It does taste so good. I don't know if I mentioned or talked to you about it. Is that I won Maine's Best Baker, the very, very first award using my flour, and we competed against. We competed against like this conventional wheat flour, and so it was such an honor to win that award and have that stamp, of like, we can do this gluten free. Yeah, for sure.
Wow. And you guys have some Zoom classes lined up next too, right?
Zoom classes, yes. We're going to have a lot of classes coming up, and it's going to be like cooking Asian food or Indian food or Italian or any dish that they want. But primarily, we're going to concentrate on baking because I think that's where a lot of people have struggles with, when it comes to gluten-free lifestyle. It's because, the muffins that they used to love or the bagel that they used to love, they can no longer have, and store-bought stuff are just 3 or 4 times more expensive than the regular stuff. And then so we want to solve that problem in people's households so that they can feed their family and they can be part of the family so they can enjoy everything that comes out of their kitchen. So our tagline too, one of the tagline is, so roll up your sleeves and let's make sweet memories together in the kitchen. And then so, it's all about, bringing people together. That's our goal.
Yes. Last but certainly not least, Lorraine, what would you say to any woman out there today that has an idea for a new product or a new invention, but she hasn't acted on it yet?
Oh gosh, I'm such a risk taker. I am such a risk taker. I would just say, just do it. Do a mock-up, get your focus group together, test it out. Give some love, give some away, and then see what the feedback is. We live in the world of social media, saturation. And so, if you introduce something to social media, people are going to see it. You're going to have followers, and then, you can just start spreading them. And you have to have that, that purpose and that joy behind every product,
Yeah.
For it to work, and you have to believe in it. I live and breathe gluten-free, and
Yeah.
so everything that comes out of my mouth and goes into my mouth are gluten-free. Yeah, and I say just do it. Like a small investment is going to give you the peace of mind of no regrets because you did it.
Right. I love that.
Yeah.
Lorraine, thank you so much for coming through today. I love your energy. It's electric.
Oh, thanks.
Keep it up.
Thanks for having me, Ash. Yeah.
Yes.
And have fun in Atlanta.
Yes. Oh my gosh. We gotta link up. Like when everything cools down and stuff and you come back for a visit, we gotta link up and we gotta go get something to eat, girl.
For sure.
We'd
enjoy it. I'd love to show you around.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let everyone know, Lorraine, what's the best way to get the product and also to follow you guys on social media?
Yeah, so we have a Facebook and Instagram page under @Lorraine's GF, and we also have a website, which is lorrainesglutenfree.com.
All right, love it. Lorraine, you are more than welcome back on the show, especially as you've got some more announcements coming soon. I know you got some stuff on the pipeline cooking that we can talk about today.
Yes.
So when it's time to make that announcement, you got to come back. I'm just putting it out there.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, Ash.
Anytime.
Oh, my goodness. Anytime.
Not a problem. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you so much for all of your love and support. Keeping in mind, anyone to tell you that you can't do what you want to do. You look them square in the face. You tell them, don't believe me. Just watch. Watch what I do. Watch me make it happen. Watch me make history. That's what we're doing this for, the history books. Social media is nice, but real life is so much better. Until next time, you guys.